Wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
He's 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Oh, connect. Wow.
Look at you, dig that. Boom.
Welcome to the front row of sports entertainment. I'm Matt Topolsky, alongside Brad Gilmore for the reality of wrestling right here on Fight TV. And we are going to get it kicked off hot because the boss man himself is here in the building, Brad Gilmore.
Hey, Booker T is here to speak to the reality of wrestling nation, and I cannot wait to hear what Booker T has to say.
Guys, you see that sign right there? Fight. Fight TV, guys. And tonight, everybody in here is gonna see one hell of a fight. I guarantee you that. But before I leave here, guys, I got one thing I want to say. Going back to Summer of Champions, big main event match, Gino versus Aiden Cristiano with Booker T as special guest referee. Guys, I went back and I watched the footage, just like every one of you, and I can tell you, I made a mistake, all right? I made the call, I made the 1, 2, 3. I saw Cristiano use my World Heavyweight Championship and do the deed, and he got it done. But I tell you, it's nothing I can do about it. I can't change it. I can't go back. We don't have instant replay in professional wrestling. But what I can do, guys, I can promise each and every one of you, especially all the little ladies that love Gino, I can promise you that Gino will get a title shot in the very near future. And like I always say, now can you dig that sucker? Now hit my music.
Well, there you have it, Brad Gilmore. Some breaking news from Booker T in addressing the controversy that we saw last week where Aiden Cristiano retained the Reality of Wrestling Championship, but certainly there was a lot of controversy surrounding that decision.
A lot of controversy. I mean, social media was a buzz, and Booker T came out here. He owned up to it. He said he didn't see what happened, but after reviewing the footage, he just said Gina will get another shot at the Reality Wrestling Championship.
In addition to that, we are now on Fight TV, and that means it's a new era for the Reality of Wrestling and for the Television Championship, because we are debuting for the first time ever the Reality of Wrestling ranking system for the TV title.
Yeah, we're going to look at the top 3 contenders on their performances on television, not at live events, only on television. The top 3 guys will be in contention for a championship match against the champion, Cameron Cole.
All that and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle in, because the front row of sports entertainment starts right now.
The following contest is the World War. Introducing first, from Levelland, Texas, weighing 236 pounds, Terrell Tempo.
The Reality of Wrestling on Fight TV, and no one personifies the word fight more like Terrell Tempo. And he was a hair away from capturing the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship, and quite frankly, one of the best matches, if not arguably the best match in Reality of Wrestling history. Just a few weeks ago, right here on this program, it was Cameron Cole, J.J. Blake, and that man, Cameron Cole, walked out the victor. But Terrell Tempo put on a clinic, Brad Gilmore.
Hey, I got to agree with you, Matt Topolsky. I mean, definitely that match is a Reward Match of the Year candidate, and Terrell Tempo wanted to get that TV championship back, came up a hair short.
And his opponent from Abilene, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, Kiefer Bartek.
of Wrestling is debuting its new television championship ranking system, and certainly the outcome of this matchup will have major implications on who can be a future #1 contender for Cameron Cole's TV title. And you know Bartek, who has serious history with his former tag team partner in the Cool, would love a shot at that TV title, but he's gonna have to get through Terrell Tempo first.
Yeah, you know, you make a great point, Matt Topolsky. It would be interesting to see Kiefer Bartek go against his former Cool tag team partner, Cameron Cole. But, you know, Terrell Tempo, just like you said, was so close to regaining that television championship. But when you're that close, it makes you want it even more. So this is going to be a fight on Fight TV.
And we invite everyone at home who is not joining us here right now at the World Gym Arena to join us on social media. Use that hashtag, ROWONFITE, ROWONFIGHT.
Well, man bun sucks, champ. I don't know if they'd say that to the Booker man. Bell is rang, and here we go. Fight TV, hosting Reality Wrestling, Matt Topolsky. Terrell Tempo residing from San Antonio, Texas, but still wears the Houston, Texas logo on his trunks. I'm just pointing that out.
Well, he can be a fan of whatever sports team he wants to be. Clearly, Terrell Tempo a fan of what the Houston Texans bring to the table, and there's a lot to be a fan of. I mean, look at J.J. Watt. He raised $31 million so far for the city of Houston.
A great upstart quarterback, Deshaun Watson, got his first win not too long ago in the NFL, and now one of these men look to get their first win in the television championship rankings here tonight.
You know that Bartek carries around a lot of resentment for Cameron Cole, now more so than ever, considering the fact that his former tag team partner is now the television champion, Brad.
Yeah, someone, you know, I mean, hey, right there, you see it right there, on his trunks, on his singlet. It says man buns and title runs. But hey, Kiefer Bartek hadn't ran with a title in a mighty long time, man.
Oh, big time scoop slam right there from Terrell Tempo. Oh, high elevation and drives that elbow into the heart of StarTech. Could be over right here. Kick out at 2.
Here we go, side headlock here. You know, Bartek, I say, he's got a secret weapon. It's that spear. That spear, he can hit it on anybody at any time, at any point in the match. And you have to watch out for that, because if he hits you with that, it's lights out. It's a 1, 2, 3.
Oh, European uppercut with authority from Terrell Tempo. I'll tell you right now, Bartek doesn't look like he's in any position to deliver that spear. Oh, it's for a leapfrog.
Nobody home.
Talk, but Terrell Tempo had him scout inside suplex with the bridge. Cover here. But a kick out from Bartek.
Well, Terrell Tempo. Uh-oh, he's grabbing him by the man bun, TP. Oh. Right forearm to the face of Kiefer Bartek.
Irish whip reversal here.
Wait a minute.
Bartek. Oh. Drops Terrell Tempo neck first across that top rope, a modified version of a stun gun, a maneuver made famous by stunning Steve Austin in WCW.
That was a good historical reference there, Matt Topolsky.
Well, I'm trying to step my game up. We are on Fight TV, Brad.
Hey, right you are. And this has really turned into a fight. I mean, I don't mean to use the pun so much, but wow, these guys are really going after it.
High angle vertical suplex, but a kick out at 1. Muscle memory perhaps from Terrell Tempo. Or just that adrenaline flowing. He knows how close he came to capturing that television championship, and up until that loss, arguably no one had more momentum in the reality of wrestling at that point than Terrell Tempo, Brad.
Well, you can make that argument, but for me, I think no one had more, more going for them in the reality of wrestling than J.J. Blake. J.J. Blake was the 2-time champion. I mean, the champion, I should say. Oh, going into that match. But
as the complexion of this match shifts, Bartek now using that strength and that size advantage.
Oh, wow, he went to roll through, great reversal.
Into a crossface here.
Crossface, Bartek on the ropes.
Bartek breaks the hold.
Great reversal by Terrell Tempo. Wait a minute, Bartek charging up.
Oh, and
wow.
Bartek again with that elbow directly to the face. Cover here, Bartek. This could be a monumental victory for him, 2.5.
Tempo's gonna have to shake that one off. That one rang his bell for sure. And now Bartek.
Oh, Bartek was looking for that pump handle slam, perhaps. Reversal here. Oh, Tempo! Caught him out of nowhere. Cover, hooks the leg, kick out at 2. Tremendous ring awareness and presence from Terrell Tempo, changing position in midair and connecting with that kick.
I mean, Terrell Tempo, honestly, is probably the greatest natural athlete we have here in reality wrestling. The man can do it all. He can fly. He can. Oh! Hold on now. He's looking for that lariat. Wow.
Short arm clothesline from Bartek, and that is Bartek's bread and butter, to use that size and that strength. And that is ill-advised.
Nonchalant cover, doesn't even get a 1.
And now Bartek turning his back on his opponent, absolutely disrespecting Terrell Tempo.
Well, oh! Oh, wow! Hesitation drop kick in midair there.
Tempo didn't even wait for Bartek to get up.
Oh, wow! Uppercut. Oh!
Face first!
Flapjack, that might be all.
Cover, 1, 2! Terrell Tempo seemed more than a little miffed at the idea that Bartek would turn his back on him like that. A sign of extreme disrespect, and now Tempo is calling for it.
He's calling for that paying dividends. The move we've seen put down so many.
It's the move that won Terrell Tempo the television championship.
Here we go. Can he get it? Wait a minute, Bartek grabs him by that hair. Wait a minute.
Oh, spear!
Spear!
Spear from Bartek, cover! 1, 2, Tempo kicked out.
Wow.
Somehow Terrell Tempo kicked out at 2.
You saw though that Bartek waited a minute. He taunted and gestured to the crowd before making that pinfall. That 1 second, that split second might have cost him this match. And now he looks, he's gonna set it up again. So many champions in wrestling history have won with that spear. Go for it again. Tempo, roll up
here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Terrell Tempo catches him. Look at the speed and the strength from Terrell Tempo. It's time to pay the bill. Count to 100, paying dividends, and it pays off. Terrell Tempo, your winner.
Here is your winner, Terrell Tempo.
Well, I think the momentum in this match, Matt Topolsky, shifted as soon as Kiefer Bartek turned his back to Terrell Tempo. It was pretty much all Tempo from there.
And now we will find out in the coming weeks where this victory puts Terrell Tempo in the television championship ranking system. But right now, it's time for Terrell Tempo to celebrate, because he's back on the winning path right here at the Reality of Wrestling on Fight TV.
You know what I mean? Something along those lines.
Diego!
Hey, campeón!
What's up, man?
Señor.
Man of the hour right here.
Man of the
You guys are working on a little something?
Yeah.
Man, did y'all see that match? Did you see what happened with
Yeah,
Booker?
man. Did you see Booker's face?
Oh, that was a thing of beauty.
Priceless.
You know what? I wish I could get his comments on this whole situation.
Well, why don't you ask him?
You think I should?
I think
I
you
should ask
should.
him?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. As a matter of fact, I think he's right over there.
Booker, hey, let me ask you a question. How does it feel to be embarrassed once again by La Familia? What does it feel like having to declare me the victor? Oh, he's a little shy right now. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's amazed though. You know, he's speechless.
Hey, but you guys, tonight, tag team title match.
Right. That's
Hey,
right.
when you guys claim those championships, La Familia is going to be everywhere. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
La familia!
Presente!
That's right. Wait. I like that. All right.
Row Nation, at this time, I am joined here alongside one half of the main event here on Fight TV, the bounty hunter himself, Brian Keith. Brian, your opponent, Rex Andrews, a lot of personal history over the last year with the two of you. How are you feeling?
You're right, Russo. A lot of personal history between myself and Rex Andrews. Rex Andrews, a hell of a wrestler, even more of a champion. And I find myself in the exact same position I was about a year ago. But except, Russo, a year ago, I lost it all. Felt like I let my family down, I let myself down. But a lot has changed within a year. I got another daughter. And honestly, I feel like I've grown more as a man. And I had to learn, Russo, the true measure of a man is not how far he falls, but how far he'll go to pick himself right back up. And here I am in the main event to pick myself right back up and become the same Brian Keith I was facing Rex Andrews, but except becoming the Texas champion. That fight between myself and Rex Andrews, it took years off my career. But in the main event, with my family watching, to my beautiful wife, my two daughters, Olivia, Galilea, Daddy loves you. And I won't let you down.
Introducing first, they are the challengers. At a total combined weight of 370 pounds, Jonathan Vega, Diego De La Cruz, La Familia.
I love that accordion. God, sounds good. That's like some good accordion music.
Well, you know, we've seen a lot of firsts here in reality of wrestling, but this is certainly a first, at least that I can remember in professional wrestling history, and that is a competitor, an athlete, bringing an accordion to the ring.
Why are you hating on the accordion?
I'm not hating on the accordion. I'm saying it's unique.
Oh, come on. You're hating on it. Maybe he knows Gus Polinski, the polka king of the Midwest.
Their opponents, at a total combined weight of 500 pounds, they are the reigning Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Jasper the Hammer Davis, Sergeant Cedric Payne, Alpha Unit.
What a story. Alpha Unit have been writing for themselves. We thought that this tag team was over, done for, kaput, just a few weeks ago. And like a phoenix, they rose from the ashes to capture the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships. What a story.
Won them at the biggest show of the year, the Summer of Champions, beat out 3 other tag teams, including the 2 men who are standing in the ring, La Familia. Now let's see, in their first title defense since winning the championships, how they fare as a team.
And I don't think either of us checked the Vegas odds on what Aiden Cristiano's probability was to walk out of Summer of Champions still Reality of Wrestling champion, but nevertheless, by hook or by crook, that is exactly what happened. And now La Familia have an opportunity to add even more gold to the family right now on Fight TV.
Yeah, that would be a big, big win in the young career of Diego De La Cruz and Jonathan Vega, La Familia.
Oh! And since joining La Familia, Diego De La Cruz has been extremely impressive, Brad.
Hey, he is. This guy has the tools. He's got everything that you need. He's got size, he's got look, he's got strength, he's got ability. Oh, wow. the heavy artillery of Jasper the Hammer Davis. See some tag team moves here. Wait a minute.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and Diego De La Cruz launched
God, he threw
a good
him
20 yards. My goodness.
Wow. Wow. Well, you know, when you win a championship, Matt Topolsky, a lot of times you get that cloak of invincibility. You have a different confidence about yourself.
Cover here, lateral press. Kick out at 2.
And that is very clear now with the Alpha unit and Jasper the Hammer Davis and Cedric Payne. They seem like they're very comfortable now in that ring.
That is an excellent point. You know, we talk so often about the champion's advantage whenever a title is on the line, in this case 2 titles.
Oh, nice tag.
But the Alpha unit do have that confidence and that momentum in their favor. Oh my goodness!
Look at that. Caught him in midair.
Jasper Davis! What a reversal! Cover here to retain the titles. A kick out from Jonathan Vega. My goodness, can you believe what you just saw?
Now, I haven't seen Hammer get up that high for a drop kick in a mighty long time, but it goes back to our point. They feel confident. They're ready to go. Look at the tag team maneuvers by both these men.
Oh, they are on the same page right now. Cover here, Alpha unit to retain, kick out at 2. Jonathan Vega just tagged in, and it looks like he needs some help already.
Oh, wow. Stiff headbutt there by Cedric Payne.
And if you are enjoying the action, reality of wrestling right here on Fight TV, let us hear about it on Twitter. Use that hashtag #RowOnFight. Cover here from the challengers. Kick out.
A 2 from Jonathan Vega. La Familia made their presence felt in that main event at Summer of Champions.
They did indeed. They were a big reason why Aiden Cristiano retained that championship.
Oh, wow.
Certainly a ton of controversy surrounding that double team maneuver here. Diego De La Cruz with the cover.
To a lesser competitor, that would have been it. But Cedric Payne, he's a veteran. He's been around for a very long time.
He's also got a skull that maybe is hard as a bowling ball as well.
You're right.
I mean, we often talk about him being a human cannonball in there.
Oh. And here we go again, thrown in the corner. Diego De La Cruz boots. Here comes a tag, another tag.
La Familia now.
Oh, wow.
Well, that will disrupt your equilibrium. From
Great.
up top, Jonathan Vega calling his shot.
Splash.
Frog splash cover to win the tag team titles. 2 broken up by Jasper the Hammer Davis with a 1/10 of a second to go.
Well, now Jasper Davis wants that tag. He needs that tag. He wants to come in and bring that heavy artillery like only he can. But can Cedric Payne make it to the corner?
Will it be one and done for the tag team champions? Could they lose those titles in their first title defense since winning them at Summer of Champions?
Hey, and you got to think, if they get a loss here in their first defense, will those
Cover here to retain.
Will those wounds that were healed at the Summer of Champions be reopened and we see this tag team on the fritz again? Wait a minute.
Jasper Davis gets that tag.
There's the tag.
And Diego De La Cruz needs to get the license plate off that truck that just ran him over. Underneath, back body drop. Jonathan Vega set fly. Holy cow!
Here comes the hammer. It looks like it's hammer time. Hammer time, wait a minute. Jonathan
Vega for the save here.
Oh, there's that cannonball we talked about. Wait a minute.
Alpha unit.
Oh, he just got folded up like an accordion.
Cover here. 1, 2 to retain. Alpha unit victorious.
Here are your winners and still Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Alpha Unit.
Well, Alpha Unit definitely still on the same page and successful in their first title defense since becoming 2-time Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And despite Jonathan Vega's involvement in the end, it was a 7-10 split from the Alpha Unit. And they bowl a perfect score. Still your tag team champions, Jasper Davis and Cedric Payne.
I'm Ashley Bull, backstage here with Rob Barnes. Now, Rob, it's been clear over the last few weeks that you've been very aggressive, but right now you seem calm. Why is that?
Why wouldn't I be calm? I'm happy. I asked for a rematch. I was granted a rematch. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, how will things be different next time against Connor Holloman?
See, it's questions like that from people like you, Ashley, that does upset me. What's going to be different? This time I know who my opponent is. This time I can prepare. Last time, I was so infuriated with Booker T and those people. I wasn't in the right frame of mind. And Connor Holloman, he took advantage and got a fluke victory. But this time round, I've been able to strategize a plan for my own victory. And Connor Holloman, no, I'm not just gonna beat Connor Holloman, I'm going to punish him. And he's gonna learn that when you plan smart, you wrestle smart, and you win smart.
Row Nation, I'm Chris Russo, and here joining me at this time, Reality of Wrestling star J.J. Blake. Now, J.J., you have enacted your rematch.
Are you breathing on me right now, Russo?
Just trying to have.
Don't breathe on me. Don't breathe on me. And yeah, you're right. My rematch clause for the championship of the television has been enacted. We're going to go through the formalities of this. We're going to go through the paces of this. Cameron Cole, you got no time left. When I get in the ring with you, I'm taking back my championship. When I get in the ring with you, I'm going to beat you down to the ground like you stole something, beat the brakes straight off you. That's what's going to happen. Look at me. Don't look at him. Because the fact is simple. I should not have lost it in the first place. He was banned from ringside, unrightfully so. And this time, when he's here with me ringside, I'm going to reclaim what was rightfully mine, the title of being the greatest champion of all television in the world. And now, the greatest champion of all television on Fight TV. And it's not because I'm good. Everyone knows I'm good. And it ain't because I'm great. It's because I'm Dynamite!
Tonight's episode of The Row is brought to you by Walker Texas Lawyer at WalkerTexasLawyer.com. Hilton Furniture, let them have it. Quality Blinds, go to QualityBlindsLLC.com for free shipping anywhere in the USA. And the king of solar screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen. Welcome back to the reality of wrestling right here on Fight TV. I'm Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for The Row. And Brad, next week, right here on Fight TV, the Diamonds division will be in action. And in addition to that, Cameron Cole will defend his new television championship against J.J. Blake.
Hey, man, I'm excited for all that next week. But, hey, in mere moments, we're going to see the Texas Championship decided. The champion, Rex Andrews, takes on Brian Keith.
From Dothan, Alabama, weighing 215 pounds, he is the defending Texas champion, Rex Andrews.
Well, a polarizing reaction here for the Reality of Wrestling Nation.
A polarizing reaction for a polarizing figure, whether you love him or you hate him. And Fight TV fans, if you're new to the reality of wrestling, take a look at the face of Fight. This is the most dangerous element in the row, the Texas champion, Rex Andrews.
A few weeks ago at Summer of Champions, we saw the much anticipated match, Mysterious Q versus Rex Andrews for the Texas Championship. Mysterious Q is a failure. See, he had his shot. He had his opportunity in my championship. And yeah, that match might have ended in disqualification. And I'm sure many of you expected Q to get his rematch tonight and another opportunity at my title. But I have no time for failures. See, I defend this championship multiple times every week for the last 9 months, and I have time for any challenger, but I have no time for failures and no time for the Mysterious Q. So what we're gonna do is move on to the next in line. We're gonna move on to the next challenger, And I'm gonna make him fail, just like I did the mysterious Q.
His opponent from Greens Point, Texas, weighing in at 215 pounds, Brian Keith.
Well, I don't know if this was the face that Rex Andrews was expecting, but boy, do these two have history.
Wow, this goes back to all the way to Summer of Champions 3 and beyond, when Rex Andrews originally won the television championship from Brian Keith, who was in the longest reigning champ.
Over a year ago, this rivalry at that point was put to bed after Rex Andrews defeated the Lone Ranger of the Road, Brian Keith, in a matchup with no rules, in a matchup where anything went, where both of them tore their bodies apart in the World Gym Arena. Brian Keith has been chomping at the bit for this opportunity. He has been working hard. And now he gets a shot at Rex Andrews again. This is a matchup that is 14, 15 months in the making, Brad.
Yeah, this is the reason why we are the front row of sports entertainment. This is a main event anywhere in the world, and you're seeing it right now on Fight TV. A lot of history, a lot of bad blood. It's gonna be a hell of a fight.
And these are two very different competitors since the last time they squared off against each other. Rex Andrews, the longest reigning champion now in the history of this company. Brian Keith became a father once again recently. He's been through trials and tribulations, been through injuries ever since Rex Andrews defeated him last time to come back. We've seen Rex Andrews defeat almost every single challenger in his path with the exception of the mysterious Q. But because of the circumstances surrounding the ending of their match, Rex Andrews was able to continue to hold on to that Texas championship.
Yeah, you know, you're right, Matt Topolsky, but I'm just thinking about Brian Keith. What a great story it would be after having a really rough year. Let's be quite frank, Brian Keith hasn't had the same spark that he once had inside the squared circle. He hasn't won as many matches as he used to win, and I think a lot of his focus has been spent on his newfound family and trying to heal up those old nagging injuries that were large part due to Rex Andrews.
Are you saying that Brian Keith has lost his edge?
Yeah, I think I would say Brian Keith has lost his edge. He doesn't have that same vigor that he used to, but now, when you get an opportunity like this,
flying crossbody,
you know Brian Keith is smart enough to know he has to take advantage of it. He's going to come out here and lay everything out on the line. This would mean the world to Brian Keith to win the Texas championship.
One thing's for certain, you may think Brian Keith has lost his edge, but if Rex Andrews comes into this matchup with that mentality, Brian Keith will walk out of here with the Reality of Wrestling Texas Championship.
Well, we will see Matt Topolsky.
This is your main event this week on the Reality of Wrestling right here on Fight TV. The Texas Championship is up for grabs. In 2016, this was the Reality of Wrestling Rivalry of the Year. Brian Keith versus Rex Andrews.
Yeah, it culminated in a big match. Last man standing match at Summer of Champions 3. With Rex Andrews being the victor. Now Brian Keith. Fastest kicks to the south. Oh, wait a minute. Rex Andrews. There's a reason Rex Andrews has been the longest reigning champion. He is not only gifted physically, he is gifted mentally.
He is cerebral. You are right about that. He is a tactician, a sharpshooter, if you will, but Brian Keith is reckless abound. Brian Keith will do whatever it takes.
Wait a minute.
Leapfrog over the top. Oh, no. And Brian Keith landed awkwardly on that leg.
Uh-oh.
May have injured that knee or thigh.
Left leg of Brian Keith, he had to shake off a little bit, but here comes Brian back in the ring, but a little slowly. Notice he's kicking with that right leg. I think he might be a little bit worried about the left one.
Brian Keith, like a heavyweight fighter who is going for the knockout here in the opening rounds. He is putting everything behind these kicks, behind these strikes. going for the kill right now.
You know, I said he might have lost his edge, but it looks like tonight he may have found it, but he also found a left forearm to the side of his temple. Oh! And a matching one to follow it up.
And if you recall the lead up to that matchup, that most heavily anticipated matchup between the mysterious Q and Rex Andrews interfered in Q's public workout, punched Q right in the face, and drew blood.
Busted him open with a single jab. That's why I call him the precision tactician. Rex Andrews can do it all. Oh, wow, whoa.
Blood in the water.
He's like a shark, man. He smells it. He's a great white. Once again, the precision tactician. Knows exactly what to do. Now stomps on that left thigh and knee.
If John Williams was scoring this match, we'd hear the Jaws theme song right now.
Right you are, Matt Topolsky.
Rex Andrews going to work, trying to take apart that leg of Brian Keith.
Oh, that, and right now he's just pulling back, and the tendons of the knee are being stretched to their limits. Nice counter, though, by Brian Keith, but you know he's going to feel the effects when he tries to stand back up, if he can. Oh!
And that may have hyperextended the knee further. And Brian Keith in desperate territory right now. Rex Andrews is taking him apart.
Wait a minute. Oh, he's going to try to get him in that trio. Whoa, well. And he just settles for a back suplex.
Cover here from the Texas champion to retain the title. Brian Keith, so much heart and so much determination. But he is certainly not at 100% right now, and I don't think that leg is even at 50% at this point. And Brian Keith on one good leg, unfortunately, is not enough to defeat Rex Andrews, and he may have just broken it.
He may have tore his MCL, ACL, everything else in the knee. Oh! Rex Andrews, familiar with jiu-jitsu, all types of MMA training. He might trade in that arm bar for a knee bar tonight to get the victory.
Brian Keith has been through hell to get back to this opportunity, to get back to this point, to stand toe-to-toe with Rex Andrews again. He is not going to go quietly into that good night, Brad Gilmore.
You know, you gotta wonder, with that left knee and leg the way it is, can he jump up to get the elevation on that rodeo DDT?
Oh, no!
Shock block.
A spear to that knee, which has already been hyperextended twice, courtesy of the most dangerous element in the ring. Rex Andrews is vicious. What is Rex Andrews thinking here?
He's got a sick look in his eye.
This isn't even necessary. This isn't even necessary.
Brian Keith, though, doing whatever he can to counter it. Able to fight off Rex Andrews, but barely.
Brian Keith trying to balance himself on that top rope. I don't know how. With the injury he sustained, and again to that knee. A fourth time.
You know, referee might want to make a judgment call and end this before it gets any worse.
And we are talking about a man's career here. We're talking about a livelihood. Brian Keith has a new child that he has to put food on the table for. If there is a member of this roster with more heart, please point them out, because Brian Keith right now is laying it all on the line.
Brian may be risking career and his livelihood. Oh, look at that. Wow. Once again, blood in the water. The precision tactician, Rex Andrews, knows exactly what to do at all times. And now he's going to go for what he wanted to do the first time.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, this is it.
From the top, a super side suplex. Wait a minute, turned around by Brian Keith into a crossbody reversal.
Great awareness of Brian Keith to shift his weight and turn that into a crossbody splash-like maneuver while he was falling down.
Is that a pivotal moment in this matchup where the tables could turn?
Rex Andrews grabbing onto his rib cage. He could have cracked a couple ribs there. Now Brian Keith, a surge of adrenaline. That pain is temporary now.
Oh! What a knife-edge chop. Oh! Brian Keith making Rex Andrews feel and understand the frustration and sadness and anger of the last 14 months.
Oh, wait there, Brian Keith got it. Somehow, wait a minute, that side effect.
Side effect from Brian Keith. Can Brian Keith catch lightning in a bottle here?
Brian Keith thinking about the last year, thinking about his family, thinking about the championship glory. And it all comes crashing down.
That 10th of a second that Brian Keith spent on that rodeo DDT cost him. Rex Andrews, absolutely vicious cover to retain the Texas title. Kick out at 2 3/4. You've got to be kidding me.
Wow. Rex Andrews keeps thinking he's got him. And the heart and determination, muscle memory keeps kicking in for Brian Keith. Rex Andrews trying to look like he may have been going for a sharpshooter or a figure 4 leg lock, wanted to lock that in.
Both of these two just jockeying for position, and they're trying to grab any extremity they can to give them some sort of an advantage.
Well, Brian Keith with that injured left leg kick.
Brian Keith, rodeo DDT from up top, he got it! He got it!
Top.
And Brian Keith can get the cover! He will become the Texas champion!
That could be all. We can see history being made here on Fight TV. Brian Keith could be the first man to beat Rex Andrews for that championship. Rex Andrews, wait a minute.
Oh, no. Was it momentum or was it ring awareness? Either way, Rex Andrews rolls to the outside and gets a reprieve. What a main event right here on Fight TV, the reality of wrestling, bringing it to you. Rex Andrews and Brian Keith. 110% from both of these incredible athletes.
Hey, Brian Keith being able to get Rex Andrews back in there, gonna go for that cover.
Here it is to win the Texas Championship 2 and 99%. Rex Andrews kicks out.
Wow.
These are the moments that define careers. A championship main event and both competitors entering deep water. Who has it? Who wants it more?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Brian Keith reaching for that bottom rope.
Oh, wow. That's gotta be all. Polsky. It's a mysterious cue.
The franchise is in the building. There is some unfinished business between these two. The record books will show Rex Andrews lost at Summer of
man, they're nose to nose right here, Matt Topolsky. A lot of bad blood. You know, the mysterious Q feels like he should be the Texas champion. He was very close. Oh, man. Rex put it to the dome. Let him know who the champ is. Oh, wow.
He may be the champ, but that's the franchise.